Okay, everyone, time for the midweek market wrap up. If you guys are new here, essentially we just take midweek, Wednesday, talk about the market, talk about crypto, talk about stocks, try to figure what's going on. This is all prep for the live stream that generally happens on Saturdays. If you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. And if you're new here, my name is Michael Nauss. I'm a chartered market technician and quantitative trader. Generally in the swing trading time frame, crypto, stocks, kind of whatever there is with a chart. So with that being said and out of the way, let's just get right into it and take a look here at Bitcoin. So if anyone attended the live stream last week, I was basically talking about this bear flag that was going on, a pretty obvious looking bear flag. Sometimes these patterns can be a little bit too obvious, but a big strong push down from about that 60, 70,000, and then was making higher lows and higher highs, but doing so in this channel. So we were looking for a breakdown out of the channel. We got that. Full disclosure, I am in with a tight stop, just probably over this high right here. If we get a close over that high, that's where I'll get out. Looking to see if this will retake these lows, which are right about 30,000, give or take. So if we can push down there, that's probably where I'll cover a big chunk and see if we can get some for a big trail. This line up here is just the anchored VWAP from that highs. So it's just showing that the average market participant from these highs is having a hard time still. Next one here is Luna. Terra Luna, again, I don't really follow what these coins do. I'm a quant and a technician. And what I like about this one is the insane relative strength that we're seeing here. Notice Bitcoin fell off dramatically and is probably trading, somewhere in this area on a relative basis. Luna is holding right up smack to the highs, did this little breakout that I got involved in some, scalped some out for a little bit of a profit, and then got stopped out break even. But if we can get back over this level, I'm interested in this one again. Atom, nothing really to talk about right now in Atom, but if you look at this $20 area, we're holding that. If we can kind of break out and maybe break this 25 area, that's where I'll be interested. But just wanted to point out how well this shaded zone is right here. As a technician, we always learn to draw your support and resistance area with a crayon and not a pencil. So that's what I'm doing here. Just a big zone here of support. If this can hold and move higher, then that's just kind of shows that there's a big number of people or a person accumulating down here. So into the equity markets, we're holding on 420 by the skin of our teeth. This area, if you follow the channel at all, I've been talking about this all the way back in the beginning of the year. We bounced and we came back to it, and then we bounced and we came back to it. So this 420 is everything right now. If we can bounce again, we really need to clear this 460 before we're out of the woods. I'm starting to think, just as talking about, this isn't what I'm going to trade off of, but I always like to kind of get a feel for what might happen to the market. And right now I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter being rampant bulls, and I'm seeing a lot of people being rampant bears. There's a very small number of people, and I think I'm more with these people, that say, well, what if we just chop around for the next year? I kind of have a half joking, half serious theory on the market, which I just call Max Payne Theory. And I always think, what would hurt the most amount of market participants? And more often than not, that's the thing that actually happens. In this scenario, I think what would hurt the most market participants is if we break down a little bit, and then we break out a little bit, and then we break down a little bit. Just that chop and that whipsaw. Now, if that's going to happen, my plan is to do what I always do, which is to look for relative strength and continue to trade in those names. Speaking of relative strength, USO holding up strong here, getting really, really tight with this wedge. If we can break out kind of into the $80 area, that might be time to start looking at our oil names again to see if we have another leg going on. Some individual names I'm interested in, this REXR, big rounded bottom right here. Came up to these prior highs and broke through them. Might be hard to see on screen, but this E and this yellow line just represents the earnings date. Broke over that, pulled back, and we're holding, as long as we're holding above this $80, I'm going to keep this on watch. And if we can break these highs right here, that's where I'll be interested. Stop goes right under these lows. And same kind of look here with EXEL. right? We had this prior high back here. My face is a little bit in the way, but you'll have to just trust me. There's a prior high right at this line. We broke that. We pulled back into it, and we're holding it. So if we can, make a move up here, again, I love these kind of trades because I know right where I'd get in, and I know right where I'm wrong. And I'm one of those people that I just think that, you're not going to win all the time. You're going to have, like most professional traders, if you can get over or near a 60% win rate, you'll be happy. Just make sure that risk reward is skewed. So I always make sure I've got a pretty obvious area for my risk and then unlimited area for my reward. So as always, guys, if you're interested in the scanning tools or any of the tools I use, link in the description below. You can come join me over at statsedgetrading.com if you want more of this content delivered to you every day via blog post. $2 a day over at statsedgetrading.com. Come check it out, and I will talk to you guys soon.